what made you, and when did you start becoming a content producer? If it is how you call yourself.
Huh. So there are two stages.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I need to go back to the story where all began. It was back in 2000. Back in 2000, after living the life of a young man, with income, money to spend, and all that, doing crazy things, trying to be like my dads, my uncles, the people I saw, all the parents that I saw growing up, doing things that didn't lead me anywhere. And then I got to a point I say, okay, I need to settle down. I need to find a mate, someone I can live for the rest of my life. And, you know, some people know the story. I met a girl, and then she kind of took me to a church where she was going. And it was the beginning. That was 2000. And 2001, with Dimitri, it's like, okay, we need to create content. Oh, my. Okay, we need to start creating content, for the Christian, for the people who go to church. And that's how we started a company. We started a
Okay.
business to create content. And at the beginning, we tried to do some festivals, some concerts, and things of that nature until, it didn't work because it couldn't get the financing. And then we start focusing on really helping churches building the media team. Back then it was still the VHS tape, people recording on VHS tape.
Wait,
And
VHS
before,
step means this is what
you know,
year?
2000.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So you
and it was
started
really,
directly in the
yeah,
content production.
right. So from that, trying to build that to do all these things, myself, I find myself more back in the background, holding the camera, setting up the sound, that building the skills to, recording, learning how to record sound, learning how to videotape, learning how to edit and all that. And 2003, I met Dali. She was already a journalist.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In Canada?
So, no, she was in Congo. She had a great TV show with, like followed almost by the whole country.
What? I want to
Yes.
see I want to see that show. I
Oh,
want to see, I want the archives. I want to see that show. Go ahead.
I don't I don't have one here, but
You
if you
send me.
see Carnet de Santé, some people have it on YouTube, Carnet de Santé. So because of that, I built more on my skills, and I stayed behind the camera shooting hers, and because I didn't
Carnet
want
de
to
santé?
stop her. Carnet de Santé.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
start shooting Carnet de santé for her,
Yes. And she
and
was sending the tapes.
that was for
She
local
was
TV in Canada, or that was for
no
YouTube
for the
directly.
TV in Kinshasa.
So wait a minute. You met in Canada, but she was still doing shows for Kinshasa from Canada.
Yes.
So you would shoot the show for her, and
Yeah.
then you would send the product to what channel?
Kinshasa. It was Raga TV.
Yeah, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that one.
So that's where she used to send it because back then she used to work with two doctors, and one of them is now here in Canada, and the other one is still in Kinshasa.
Okay.
And the other one was in Kinshasa, was getting all the tapes and still showing it, on the TV, and it was good until trying to settle, and then she kind of slowed down with that.
Okay.
You see, and that's when I kind of still supported her and say, okay, you need to keep on doing it. Okay. And then the idea came to start another thing. We call it Ma Vie Ma Santé.
Okay, so Carnet de Santé
Mhm.
was the first show, and then you had Ma Vie Ma Santé, which was the one that I know from YouTube.
Exact, exact. And I was the guy behind all that.
Okay, so you've been you one of those husbands.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I'm in that club.
and then from there,
Oh shit.
oh oh,
Uh oh. I'm trying
it's
to
live.
reposition my camera. Wait, I'm gonna do
Yes.
it from zoom and pan. It's better because I'm. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So and then from there, 2005 and 2006, she started getting people asking her to do some stuff here for the web. I don't know if
Okay.
you remember, there was a channel called Congo Mikili. They were based out of Montreal,
Okay.
and they will ask people. Back then, the guy was good. He will ask you, and then he'll pay you for that. So he'll pay you to do video, and then whatever content you like to create, so that he can put on his YouTube channel.
Okay.
So that's also one of the things we were doing. I will carry my equipment, my camera, and back then I had a mixer. It was a Behringer mixer that you can also use with a 9-volt battery. So I can
Okay.
take it on the field,
Ooh.
plug a microphone, and she had microphone because one of the things that I kind of learned from the year the 2000 2001, it was really the recording, the quality of the sound. I didn't know it, but I knew that sound played a huge role in a video. So
It's
I
actually more
made sure
important
that
than
my sound
image.
was good.
Yeah. It's more important than image because even if your image is going sideways or if there's a problem in the image, as long as people can still receive the message, it it's more important than whether if you hear you have a great image and the sound is not working, or even if just the sound is. Sometimes me, if the sound is out of sync with the mouth of the person speaking, I can't watch. I'm like, it's hard for me to watch for real. It's not
Right.
I'm just like, oh no, it's really hard.
Yeah. So you see, that's how we kind of we get into the game, and producing those videos on a regular basis until the first child was born. We still did it 2005, 2007, and then when the second came, things started becoming a little slow because they were smaller. So if we had to go on in the field record things, we have either to find someone to
So
babysit.
all this was Ma Vie Ma Santé
Yes, Ma Vie Ma Santé.
for Raga TV.
No, when
No,
we started Ma Vie
for
Ma
the
Santé,
next.
she stopped with Raga TV.
Okay, so Ma Vie Ma Santé was for YouTube or for channel.
For YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that Dahlia turned you into a producer, or that she just made you a better producer, but she made you a producer?
She made me a better producer.
Because before meeting her, you were already doing that.
I was doing it, but I was doing it from
church.
an amateur, from church. And then she came with the TV experience. She said, no, we need to do it this way. We need to do it this way. In the beginning, one camera, so a lot of, planning, a lot of B-roll, things like that. Until one time I said, you know what? Let me get a second one.
All right. So look at this one. Tu viens dans les commentaires, mais tu as peur de venir à la caméra. That's all I know. So when did you guys kind of Because I see on the YouTube channel, there's a moment where there's kind of a stop in the production,
Right.
and then you go back. So what
So
happened there?
that's what happened. It was really the family, the kids. I mean, after the second one, and then I mean, she was losing the drive at one time, trying to do a couple things on the side, and it was not easy. And then after that, she decided to go back to school.
Okay.
Yes, and that was really the big stop because she was full time at school, university, like full time, for 2 years and a half.
Okay.
And thank God, because here in Canada, they kind of took some of the marks that she got from Kinshasa, from Congo.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave her credit for that. And you know how here it's like North American system. It's not, you need to have this. No, they look at the content of the course and what it relates at university. And if you have that, they give you credit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how she got a bachelor's in sociology. Because of that, she couldn't produce much of the videos. But when it comes to and, yes, but there is one thing you did not know, and it was not just with Dalia, with Dimitri as well.
I was about to come to him.
Okay. So, seeing what it was done
Because-
with Dalia, and then he looked at it and said, okay, maybe we should start something. And he
Because I
started with the
remember-
7 minutes.
Because I remember he had a whole channel
Right?
that I discovered a few years ago, and I started following, and then all of a sudden everything was gone.
Yeah. And I was behind the camera and the audio.
So are you also behind Mountain of Inspiration program, or now he's
No, now he's all by himself.
okay?
Yeah, he's doing all that by himself. But with Dimitri, that was really the first time like I launched into the live streaming. Because it was in 2011
Yeah.
that we did the first live streaming. The internet was slow, but we did it for an hour, 40 minutes.
When? What date?
What
July.
July,
What year?
2011.
I remember the first time I watched a live stream. It was on Justin TV. That became Twitch. But I think the first time I did a live, I don't remember the name of the site. It was not Vimeo. It was not Vidler. It was
Which
not
one?
iMean.
Which one? So back then they used to be Ustream.
Ustream.
Yeah,
That's on
Ustream.
Ustream. I remember
Exact-
that I have a vlog in Portugal where I'm recording Vandame in 2010 or 11, I don't remember. And at the same time, I'm on Ustream and I'm talking to the people on the chat. And when I saw that vlog, I was like, wait a minute, am I live? Because I completely forgot about me doing this. And and then I remember that I had a show called Good Morning Kaysha back in 2010, where I would be live on Ustream. And I would call it Good Morning Kaysha, but it was at 4 p.m. And I would just be there talking for an hour or two, but I have none of this content because once Ustream disappeared, we lost all the content and all the chat. So I don't. but I kind of forgot that what I'm doing today is not something that I never did. I actually did a lot of live radio, and at a point I even had a show on TV in the West Indies. But yeah, it's interestingly, it's the pandemic that really created.
Yeah. I mean, this urge, because, oh, my camera is freezing. Okay.
You back.
Yeah. So it was July. I have the link here. It's July 16, 2011.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's when you did your first live stream.
First
So
public live stream, because I was doing live streaming for the church.
okay.
Yeah, I was doing that for the church, and from that experience, we say, okay, let's try. Dimitri said, okay, let's try it, do it for
So
my
what was
show.
it about?
It was about politics.
Oh my god. What a nightmare. I mean, it's a good subject.
Yeah, that was good. It was talk the political parties representative in Canada kind of met together, and there was a debate.
A debate. Okay.
Yeah, and Dimitri was the moderator, asking the questions and all that.
So how long did this go?
So because the internet connection wasn't great, so he did it a couple of times, and then
And
he
it cost
stopped.
a lot of money.
Yes. We did it a couple of times, and then he stopped, and he's focused more on producing other content. But because of that, he was called to interview Etienne Tshisekedi when he came in Toronto.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have those images?
Oh, yes. On Vimeo.
No.
I'm telling you.
Send me the link.
Sure. Okay. So
That's
I'll
crazy.
send you the one. Now it was really like when I talk about streaming, it's not something that I just started, like yesterday or last year. It's something that I've been doing for a while, and because of that, actually, some larger churches that were already on TV in Canada,
Okay.
they will call me to consult and say, "Can you help us
Okay.
with the streaming?" Yes.
Your camera is acting funny.
Yeah,
It is
it's acting
because-
funny.
Do you want to
So-
call back?
I may have to change the camera, because what I'm using, it's iPhone 6.
Oh my god. This exists? This is a relic.
Yeah. So I have the
can
iPhone
send
6
you
that I
this.
use as a camera,
I can send you the iPhone 3 if you want.
but but for some reason my iPhone 6 gives me a better quality than if I go with iPhone 6s Plus. But
It's time to buy
the
a
6,
Sony.
yeah, and I mean I got a mirrorless, the Canon M50 Mark II.
Oh, it's nice. This has great quality. Why don't you use
Yes. Because I'm still, tweaking, learning a couple of things on that. So that's why I say, okay, let me use what I'm already comfortable working with.
that? Me, I bought my camera. This one, when I bought this camera, I received it on a Monday. Club Shada was on a Wednesday. I spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday just learning everything, understanding, trying to tweak the image, trying to get, because I was used to the
GH5?
image of the GH5 and the G85. I was used to those camera and those colors and those settings. So I just spent 3 days just tweaking, putting myself in the settings. So putting exactly like turning off the blinds and putting myself exactly in that image and looking and making not making it look like the old one, but finding the right setting for this camera.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna still tweak a little bit, because sometimes the autofocus is acting funny, but
Okay.
but so let me wait.
I send you both links. The first.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Let me check it out. Débat des partis. CongoMikili.com. So that was with politicians
de la cellule COP Toronto.
Merci beaucoup. Et à sa gauche, il y a monsieur Albert Bouyamba.
Look how the
Oui,
image
je m'appelle
coloring.
Albert Bouyamba. Je suis le conseiller politique du représentant de l'UDPS au Canada, monsieur Claude Kiringa, qui...
Wow. I want to see
Des questions à se
Mountain.
poser par rapport à sa présence ou ce qu'il représente en tant qu'individu. Monsieur
Mountain
Albert,
of inspiration.
Tout d'abord, je tiens à saluer notre auditoire.
Penseur indépendant.
Je m'appelle donc Yves Bola. Je ne suis qu'un simple citoyen comme vous.
So, that's a long video. That's like hours of content. Wow.
Yes.
What a
Chacun a droit à la...
sansfaçonplanète.com. Look at
Oh,
that.
he's closed that website.
Interview exclusive avec Etienne Tshisekedi. So you were behind the camera of that one, or?
Yes, I was.
Amen Productions.
La diaspora, attendu qu'elle n'a pas le droit de voter, attendu qu'elle n'a aucun mot à dire par rapport aux élections, que votre présence ici au niveau de l'Occident et précisément au niveau du Canada n'est pas du tout nécessaire.
Oui, je sais qu'on ne peut pas voter.
Oui, et je te demande pourquoi est-ce que le candidat est venu ici et pourquoi n'est pas resté au pays pour pouvoir faire la campagne.
Oui, d'abord,
Quelle
c'est
question
un combattant
insolente, Mountain.
de lutte.
Mais enfin, dit.
Par conséquent, la lutte continue jusqu'à son résultat. Or, vous le savez, si on dit que la diaspora n'a pas le droit de vote, ce n'est pas normal. Ce sont des citoyens et les ambassades de Kinshasa, du Congo à l'extérieur sont le prolongement du territoire national. Donc, ces citoyens et citoyennes devaient pouvoir voter. Mais si ça...
Let me see.
Décembre 2011, au cas où il y a un problème au niveau de l'élection à Kinshasa, au cas où, comme ce s'est passé à Abidjan,
Look at him.
on déclare que M. Joseph Kabila est le candidat qui aurait vaincu, qui aurait plus ou moins gagné aux élections de 2011.
That's crazy when you think that his son became the president.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is what I was doing so between 2001, February 2001, when I created a company, and now. So it's kind of built the confidence, and, I was fine. I enjoyed, being behind the camera. I kind of enjoyed it. It was easy. All you do, make sure that the lights are there, you get the sound, the audio, the camera is rolling, everything is fine. Yeah, it's okay.
What up, YOLO?
Yeah. Until last year,